Today is end of the week day, and for me that's red meat day, but only if it's grass fed. I won't eat anything else because it's only the grass fed beef that has the vitamin K2 in it, and the vitamin K2 helps calcium go to your bones, not sit as plaque on your heart or in your arteries. So I'm going to make a different type of shepherd's pie with the beef, but so there's the grass-fed beef there, that's 500 grams, going into the slow cooker with 200 mils of beef stock, but I buy the stuff that does not have any additives in it. So beef stock going in. Then I like to flavour it up a bit, so I've badly chopped up 2 red onions. The red onions are the ones that do me best. Then, because I don't want to make it boring, and you don't have to do this if you're using this recipe for yourself, but I like to put in some grated turmeric, mix that in, some grated ginger, try not to let it all be in one big clump, otherwise somebody are going to get a very ginger mouthful of shepherd's pie. And the other thing is garlic, grated garlic. So they're all going in to my slow cooker. I'm going to slow cook this beef. I'm going to just leave it in, go out for a nice walk. It will be done. So to spice it up a little bit more, I've got some salt because I don't have salt in my diet. I don't have any processed food, so I have to add salt. I've got pepper to go with some powdered turmeric. I've got cumin, give it a bit of spice, and hot it up a little bit, it's paprika. But you can choose spices that you like. And if you don't like spice, you can go for herbs. You could have parsley, thyme, rosemary, all those sorts of things in instead. So now I'm going to put on the slow cooker on the highest thing, pop the lid on, and while that's cooking I'm going to get some of these nice sweet potatoes and I'm going to peel them, boil them, make them into mash. Then when this is ready, this is just going to go into a dish in the oven. You could put a little bit of hard goat cheese on it, just to give it a little fizzle at the top, and we'll come back again when it's coming out of the oven. Bon appetit. I put the potatoes on earlier, the sweet potatoes. They've been boiling for about 10 minutes now and they're ready. So I'm going to put the mushrooms into the meat and let them cook a little bit. Oh, that meat smells beautiful. So I've stirred that in. You might like to just have a look at that. That's the meat, slow cooked. So with the potatoes, all you need to do is drain off the water. Then I need to mash them, but to make it easier to mash them, I'm going to put some butter and some almond milk into the potatoes. Makes it a lot easier to mash them. So there's my mash. Only took a few squodges to match it. Very easy. And all I'm going to do now is turn off the slow cooker. Take the lid off. If you come in closer, you'll see I'm just going to put the mash on top of what's been cooking, because it's already in a ceramic heat-proof pot. In it goes. Piece of cake. And oh, there's one not mashed very well there. I'm just going to spread it out on top of my meat. Make some lines in it. It sort of sometimes gets nice and crispy, crunchy. So now I need to take this out and pop it in the oven. Oven's already nice and at 180. Oops. In you go. Give that about 10 to 15 minutes. Now while that's happening, I'm going to do some veg. So I've got some water here that's going to be boiling, and I've just chosen veg that I can eat, which is broccoli, cauliflower and kale. So this water's getting nice and hot. I'm going to add a bit more hot water to that, make it a little bit deeper. There we go. So that's on. So I'm just going to pop these into the boiling water. And the kale, and the lid, let that come to the boil. I'll put a little bit of salt, you need to check if you can put salt in your food. I can put salt in mine because I don't eat any processed food. I make all my food myself, even though it's sometimes a complete disaster. Salt and pepper. There we are. So that's going to come to the boil and then simmer for about 10 minutes. This is going to cook for about 10 minutes, and I'll show you what it's like when I dish it up. This has been in the oven now for 10 minutes and it's got quite brown on the top. So I'm going to dish some of this up for myself and Gordon. So it's sweet potato shepherd's pie, and the veggies I just brought to the boil and simmered. So we've got some kale, some broccoli and some cauliflower, and it's all over the cooker. That's my one now. And this one, so we've got cauliflower, broccoli, and some kale. A really hearty English favourite that is not going to hurt my health. Sweet potato instead of normal potato. Normal potato is a deadly nightshade vegetable, and I don't eat any deadly nightshade vegetables because they bust holes in my gut. So the sweet potato doesn't. The grass-fed beef has got the vitamin K2 in it, which is brilliant. Broccoli and cauliflower if you read my blog, you'll know why I eat those two wonderful vegetables. Bon appetit.